Well, we just finished up our like kind of overnight weekend backpacking trip with the Red River Gorge. I've got some video and or some content of the previous video that we shot on trail, and some of the sites that we saw was really cool, but we wanted to kind of go through a summer pack loadout a little bit. Lysols got a little bit more dialed in pack than mine, so we're going to go through his. It's a sub 7 pound, without food of course, base weight, so pretty cool stuff in here. We wanted to share with you guys kind of what this looks like and some of the items that we brought, some stuff that we learned on the way, going from really a majority of a 40 degree 30 degree night now to 60 70 80 degrees during the day. So this is some of the breakdown of that, and what kind of stuff we're changing and bringing.
All right. So the shirt that I've been hiking in lately in warmer weather is a Columbia Omni shade. It's a Omni Freeze material, and it's actually got these like little circles in the material, and it does really well. It's a nice cool shirt, and on the collar it's got an additional flip up right there to protect your neck, the back of your neck, from getting sunburnt. I do really like it. It has one front chest pocket that's Velcro instead of a zipper, so that's nice as well. And then I actually just have like a synthetic North Face shirt that I sleep in. So I have 5-inch running shorts and using Darn Tough socks. I've got 2 pairs of Darn Tough socks, so this pair is on the outside of the pack to dry, and then I'm wearing my second pair. I use the Ultra Temps, and I have to say they're lights out. Very, very comfortable. My feet felt great the whole day. I was skipping down the trail even at the towards the end of the day hiking, and really like those. I somehow included camp shoes and a 7-pound base weight, so these are the Zero shoes, DIY sandals. They're the 4 millimeters. They work perfect for camp shoes. It was really nice to have these to slip on at the end of the day and move around camp. Long handle spoon, 1.5 liter Evernew, and then I just attached a small piece of Spectra cord to the bottom of it so that it could be hung up, and that didn't really add any weight to it at all. And if you screw your Sawyer filter onto the end of it, it's a really slow trickle, and this bag will take like 15 minutes to drip. And wash your hands, wash your face if you're cleaning your pot or anything. It's just I don't know, really nice addition. Tent stakes, I've got 2 V titanium stakes, 4 of the carbon cores, and 2 of the Z-Pack shepherd hooks. Those all work really well. Always a must, chewing gum. Let's see, and then Sawyer Micro, I think it worked really well. It's a very fast filter, and I just replaced the top so that it's got the flip-up cap. Works well if you hang the bag up. You can just close that cap and it'll quit running, and then when you want to use it, you just flip the cap up and then it'll drip like a little faucet. And then I brought rain mitts. We were at one point we were expecting like 40% chance one day, 50 the other, so I brought that. And then because we were expecting some rain and maybe some a little bit cooler temperatures at night, I brought a little fire starter. On the sides of the pack, 2 water bottles, and I have a little mitten hook so that if I fill the bladder up into a dry camp, I can put the bladder in one side and then clip this to the shoulder strap. So I'll just spin the pack around real quick. On the shoulder strap, I have, of course, my sweat rag, some Purell, and then I've got this really small Cuban zipper bag. I think it's from Gossamer Gear. It's really old, but I just keep a mini chapstick in there and some Body Glide, and that works really well. And then I have this elastic shock cord so that when I hook this in, I can just put the shock cord around the bottom of the bottle and it'll keep it from flopping around too much. And then of course I got my trekking poles in here on the side. They're the Black Diamond Trailbacks, and then I swapped out to the LT4 or LT5 Gossamer Gear grips on them, which work really well. I like those grips a lot. I only hiked with one, but I used 2 to set my tarp up. So I'm thinking on the next hike I'm gonna just carry 1 pole and then maybe find a stick for my setup. just be easier that way. I am also running no hip belt, so no hip belt pockets either. So I can carry my phone in my pocket for pictures, and then I can put a snack in my pocket. I like these shorts because they have two front pockets, and then there's a zipper pocket on the back. Helium 2. Got my little ditty bag in there. I've gone over what's in that before. And then this is like my poop kit. It's got a deuce of spades and then like a little dill of toilet paper in there. It's just extra stuff stack. And then I got my electronics bag. There's an Anker 13,000. Got a night cord NU25, and then cords for my phone and some headphones in there. And then Tokes 550 cook kit. It's got BRS 3000 and the canister in it, and with the carbon fiber lid, I just flip the lid upside down and I can fit the stove, the canister, lighter, and everything all in here. And I got a little reflective pot cozy with it. This is the pocket tarp, modified pocket tarp, with a 1 ounce Cuban bathtub floor and the Sea to Summit mosquito net all together here in this. And really good setup. I've got this thing dialed in, and I couldn't be happier with it. It's doing really well. Next, I have my mostly empty food bag. This is a modified Z-Packs food bag. Basically, I just cut 5 inches off of it and sewed in a square bottom instead of the envelope style bottom, and it works really well. And I've got my bear bag line and stuff inside there as well. I still carry a polycro ground sheet, even though I'm using a Cuban floor on there. I don't know. I can do away with this. I'm starting to trust that Cuban bathtub floor quite a bit now, and been very happy with it. So I'll try not to rattle this bag around too much, but do my best. Just got like a synthetic pullover here that it's got like a partial zipper here and then a front chest pocket, but there's nothing to it. It was overkill. I never put it on once, but I think it's only 10 ounces, so wasn't that big of a penalty. Especially if it would have gotten a little bit cooler, I would have wanted it. I have a 50-degree, 45 or 50-degree quilt. This one is actually a Wilderness Logics quilt. Really compressible. It's a sewn through baffle. It's really light. I really enjoy that, and I mean, again, with the temperature not getting down below 60, I may have pulled that up over me once throughout the night. Yeah, so a couple more things I didn't use. I had an extra pair of running shorts that I was gonna sleep in, but didn't end up needing to. I brought a little beanie, and I've got the old Nature Hike pillow and my buff, and then of course my bag, Nilo Flume bag on the inside, and Thermarest Neo Air X Lite. I really like this thing too. It's very comfortable, and I always get a good night's sleep on it. And then I use the bag. At one point I was doing like a cut off one of these with a little washer in there, a rubber ring in there, down in one of the corners, but one of you guys made a comment on another video that I showed that in, and since then I've been just kind of like, I'll fill the bag up and then I'll gather it around the end like that, and then I'll just stick the valve in between my hand like that, and then I can squeeze the bag kind of like a bag pipe under my arm, and two fill-ups on this bag will air this up almost completely. A couple more puffs to get it as tight as I want, and it's good to go at that point. So yeah, that's it. That's my sub 7 pound gear list for this hike. Again, we had temperatures from like 80 down to 60, probably 62, 63 degrees, and yeah, everything worked really well. I brought too much stuff. I could have left a lot at home. But better to be safe than sorry, I suppose. So thanks for watching.